to stream.
Mhm.
Um, Hold on. Okay, it's streaming
Okay, you're gonna give
and
us
hold on. Can you see the chat?
hello. Yes. Hello, everybody. This is our town hall meeting. We um, we meet every so often. We're currently on a bi-weekly schedule, and we're going to begin by looking at some open cases. Uh, Jonathan and Sarah are here. We also stream these to YouTube. Okay, so I suppose I should share my screen, which I need permission to do.
You have permission.
Okay, Robert from Wisconsin
Um, so
says,
there's no
mhm,
post for this. This
okay,
was sent to me as a message. And he's posting on behalf of someone who, um, uh, uh, as a result of a trauma,
okay,
had um, a full amputation of his right hand, but still has the wrist, and then
okay,
partial finger amputation on left hand. Um, and um, the current device that he has
hmm,
um,
which he got from
doesn't.
the current devices when he got from a medical doctor, or,
Um, it's I'm not
okay,
sure. It's I think it's some type of brand. I'll
okay.
ask him for details and pictures. He didn't include
Well,
any.
yes, by all
Um,
means, but it sounds like his condition is suitable for us.
um,
So
yeah, he didn't include any pictures, but he just um he said that it's really important to have someone local that he can work with if adjustments need to be made so that
yeah,
that he doesn't have to travel back and forth.
sure.
And that also I was looking on the map and there are some you know, chapters in nearby states, but I was wondering if there's a way on the map because especially the US is so very crowded, and you can't search for chapters by state. So if a chapter doesn't have their location in the name, you can't find them unless you know
So
the
you're saying
chapter's
there are
quick.
chapters that we
No,
don't know where they are.
yeah, so I'm saying it's just hard to find them on the map. You have to with the search function, you can only search for a chapter by the name of that chapter. At
I
least
see.
I don't
Well,
have the
but
ability. They're kind of
I
all on
understand.
top of each other on the map, which is great. It shows you how many
Sure.
chapters there are, but it's really hard to isolate them, and I just want to make sure I'm not
But
missing something in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
notice that you can zoom in and then the
Oh,
pins all spread out.
so that actually doesn't work on my browser. My browser doesn't
Uh,
do that. They just kind of all stay on top of each other. So, um,
well, that's your problem.
yeah,
I
okay,
suggest you
great.
try a different browser.
I'm glad that it works very well for others. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing a chapter in
No, that's right.
Wisconsin.
Okay, so
Um,
here's Wisconsin. There is or has been
oh, great.
this
Okay.
one.
Okay.
I'll copy this information,
UWN.
but Sarah, please do find a browser that works with this. What browser do
Okay.
you use?
Safari.
That doesn't make sense either. Well, let's just open Safari. Meanwhile, here's the information about that chapter.
Great. I will connect them and
Okay.
I would also
And
offer, I am in Wisconsin as well.
oh, great.
aha, now
Um,
we're talking. Let's
so
start right there.
Jonathan, I will include you on my email too.
Okay.
But
But
Jonathan, this one obviously is a great one for your new tracking scheme.
Yeah,
And um, and I think it would be dynamite for you to do a project of this sort, use it to shake down all of your processes and report to us on a regular basis. I think that might be a really interesting through line on some of our town hall meetings.
sure. Sounds good.
Okay. So, Sarah, I'm going to the enable map. I'm double clicking using Safari and it zooms.
okay.
So work on that, okay?
I mean, I have double clicked and tried to zoom. It doesn't work in my browser. I can't zoom like that and have a nice
This is
clear picture.
Safari on a Mac, yes?
Yes.
Um, well, so download something else. I recommend Microsoft Edge is another perfectly good browser. And if
Okay.
that doesn't work, let me know and you're in Rochester, I'll get in the car and we'll look at it with you.
I'm okay. Hopefully I
Okay.
can figure it out.
Hopefully
But
you
I'm
can.
glad that is what it looks like for others.
Yeah.
That's
Also notice
a
that there
good
are
clear image.
chapters in Illinois, which adjoins Wisconsin.
Yes, those are the
But
chapters but I just
okay,
don't want them to have to travel.
sure, sure.
So,
And where are you located, Jonathan?
I am in Appleton, so I'm a little bit north of that Milwaukee chapter.
Okay, great.
Kind of
Great.
like that by that lake to the left. I'm on the top of that lake.
Well, there you
Yeah, I'm
go.
living right there.
Nice. Okay. Hi, Jonathan. Okay. Next, two open cases need volunteers. Bay Area. Well, that's cool. I'm one of the leaders of an organization at my school, a high school, called Engineering for Equity. We're starting a chapter this past year. We built four hands, and we're very excited to continue our work. Well, that's great. Sarah says, welcome. Um, it's not clear. Okay, did these hands go to
um, this is
anyone?
oh, I'm sorry. This is oh, I had also asked her to include more information about the
Well,
what was
it's
needed,
not,
but
I don't see it in
um
the chat here, in the comments.
um I mean it's posted on my pub forum, but yeah, sure.
Are we
Um,
talking about Anya Dalal here?
yes, yes. So I don't know why that's not
I'm
show.
refreshing the page.
Um,
I think the wrong post got linked in your chat, Sarah.
okay. I don't know. Go ahead and um
Okay,
post whatever. Um,
okay, click. All right. Um, so I think that's really, let's see if we get a response to that. I'm going to move on. Ben, Eagle Scout. I do not think you would be able to find a recipient. Good point. Would there, oh, and this is not the Ben who's presenting. Would there be an opportunity to make hands in a build-a-day, etc.? And you followed up on that one.
yeah, I just wanted to if anyone else had
Right.
anything else to add.
No, this does remind me that at our last town hall meeting, Madison showed us um, some background materials on how to run a build-a-day event. So we're sort of being ambiguous and ambivalent about this question of whether it's a
Yeah,
good thing.
I mean, I think it's a good thing if the Build-A-Day is about making assistive tech for people who can
Sure.
use those devices and they don't need to have
Right.
to fit, but this person wants to make just a bunch of hands that will just sit around. So
Right.
I don't
Um,
think that's a good thing.
this is an Eagle Scout looking for a project. Um, I would suggest that the appropriate project might be to reach, and this is appropriate for an Eagle Scout project, reach out to Makers Making Hand, try to
Okay.
identify devices that they have an ongoing need for, and then design a build-a-hand for those devices, and then do the event. All right, so let's create a nice template for people who want to do a build event kind of thing, but in such a way that there's an organization that can make use of the devices.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you translate that into a clear post. Um,
Well,
Edgar in
I
Mexico.
mean,
Mhm.
there isn't, um, I'll reach out to Makers Making Change and Madison, but we don't yet have a template that I can just,
No, my
give.
point is that the Eagle Scouts project should be to
Yeah.
research and create the template. But if you pull the
Okay. I
pieces
mean,
together, it's,
I don't know if that would be fun for them to
Eagle
create
Scout
a.
projects are supposed to be substantial.
Okay.
And I mean,
Okay.
he can do the build-a-thon, but
Yeah, yeah.
but my
Okay,
recommendation,
that's a
all right,
good thought.
okay.
Okay.
I'm currently publishing an article in the Innovation magazine. I highlight e-NABLE. I would like to include an image as seen. Well, that's a perfectly good image. Um, uh, oh, he's really just asking for permission. Okay. Those are perfectly good images, Edgar. Um, he got them from e-NABLE. Hmm. Well, since he got them from Enabling the Future, let's just take a look. See, uh, if they are on that site, they might, probably are not, be uh, require permission from the photographer, Jan Owen. But there are thousands of good images online, and I would encourage you to find some that work well for your article. And then the only question is whether we have some images. And of course we do. And I know one that I took recently, which might serve as purposes. Oh, come on. And okay. I can vouch for these pictures, which some of them are quite good, like this. So I'm just going to provide a link in honor of Skip Metz, who is featured in some of these. Go back to the hub. Where is it? Too many windows. There we go. Okay. And I think we've gone through the full list.
There are a couple more that I put. There are two more at the bottom.
Okay. Click, click.
Um,
Yahooey, Yahooey.
I
Our
am in the
school.
process, John, I am in the process of typing a response to this one with some recommendations too, so just keep an eye.
Great. Okay. Moving on. Madison. So here is Madison's post saying, look at all of these materials I presented. An outreach deck, a outreach POC and resource list POC. What is POC? Outreach resource list. Oh, these are okay, these are sort of sister organizations. Good. And hand building. This is the guide to hand building events that we talked about before. So Sarah, if you provide this to, well, no, it's not. Okay, this is a bunch of really good material, but not particularly relevant. And there you go. And then mention of other collaborations, ongoing collaborations. And cool. Peter says, thank you. And Peter Adama is sent a report just this week, which I haven't even looked at yet. Let me, so I won't do it in real time, but he is our anchor in Uganda. Okay, great. Back to the last chat link. That was it. Okay. Well, um, Sarah, I don't know if Madison also posted this on Facebook, and I know that's not your favorite thing either, but I think it's really worth getting it out there. Maybe I can do it. Um,
I
let's
mean,
just see what happens. Hmm?
I can post it on Facebook unless, yeah, if you want to do that right now, that's oh, I have a group uh that are interested in um working on e-NABLE Instagram.
Oh, cool.
Um it's Northern California e-NABLE, and
Sure.
I tried to um get do we have oh, hi Evan.
I
Um
haven't.
uh do we have an active e-NABLE Instagram account? Because I tried to log in to Instagram with info at enable and then the info at enable
Sure.
password, and it said that there's no account linked to it. So,
I will
um,
check in a moment. I haven't looked at this uh, feed for some time. Okay, if I want to post, presumably there's a button somewhere. Probably have to be logged in as the right entity. Isn't there supposed to be a create your own post button here? Isn't that what it's all about?
there should be.
Posts, recent posts.
I don't think that's gonna help you. make a post. Um,
Um, no, but this, by the way, is a great post about the Uganda project. I just think that
yeah,
looks
I
great.
saw that. Yeah.
Um, okay, I'm gonna let you figure it out. This time I'm stumped.
Okay.
But either confirm that Madison has distributed her information,
Do,
or
are you scrolled up all the way at the top?
I am.
That's so weird that there's no.
I agree.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, Instagram. Is there an
Okay,
e-NABLE Instagram?
a good question. Um, Instagram. Instagram is one of these things where I never know where I am. Although, switch accounts. This is the right account. Here is the home page for this account. Oh, there you go. I switch. Let's go back to this. Groups Explorer. Let's just look for e-NABLE.
I
You
just
know,
need the email, the login email and password.
that's a good idea.
I
Um,
don't
for
need to
that, I'm
see
going to
the
stop
page.
screen sharing.
Also, we have about 4 minutes left before I have to close this meeting to start Bionic Design. So if anyone wants to share anything, Evan, I don't know if you have any news. Okay.
Um, I think the when I click the town hall in the calendar, I think the description still says it's on Fridays, and I
I
haven't been
I
here in a
edited
while.
I edited that and I thought I had selected to make the change for all future meetings so that I didn't have to change the description every time, but I guess it didn't work, so I'll try that
Hey,
again.
yeah, no,
But yes, there are no longer Friday or Monday meetings, so um, we're trying our new format with a 30-minute town hall before our themed meetings. So we have our bionic design meeting coming up in 3 minutes.
okay,
Um,
gotcha.
but yeah, I'll work on that. I just didn't want to have to
Yeah, I'm
um
sure there's a solution there that doesn't
okay.
require you doing it manually every time.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, I've been yammering away, not realizing that I'd been disconnected. We do have an Instagram account full of lovely pictures,
Okay.
which you could,
How does
here's the link,
okay. What is
and who
the login and password?
that is the question.
Okay.
Share to, if I share it, it will simply share it. The identity is called Enable the Future,
Well,
maybe.
that's really confusing. That's probably part of why people think that. Can we change that? Because so many people
See,
think that the organization is called Enable the Future
right.
or Enabling the
I
Future.
don't know if we can change it. Um,
Okay.
the
That's
real
really
question,
that's really confusing.
yeah, but it's been here for a long time, and okay. Um,
Well, I have to close this meeting in 1 minute. So if you can find the email and password and email that to me, John, that would be
Yeah,
great. And then I can turn it over to Northern California so that they
you
can
know, it would be great if
post.
only we understood Instagram well enough. I'll look into it. But you
Okay.
have to go to another meeting and I have to go to the dentist. So you
Oh
win.
no.
Yeah,
Okay.
you win, but I'll see you both
I think
soon.
the next meeting is July 10th, chapter leaders, and before that we'll have the town hall at 11:30.
Let me just see if that's on my calendar. It is, and there are no conflicts. Okay, then. See ya.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you both. Bye.
Bye.